Today, we are talking about business credit card fantastic bonuses. Look, there's a lot of incentives and bonuses you could have with going with one card versus another card. Everything to do with better rewards points to more incentives on things like travel. So today, we're going to dive into some of our favorite cards that offer the best bonuses. We'll talk about what those cards are. We'll talk about the bonuses that they offer. And by the end of this training, you're going to know some of the best credit cards we found out in the business space and the ones that will give you the best rewards and bonuses. So look, a lot of business credit cards obviously to choose from, and there's a lot of bonuses on some of these cards, right? Some of them have rewards points. Some of them are better if you're using travel points to stay at hotels. Others are better if you're using travel points to fly. Others are better if you're using the points and rewards for things like office supplies or groceries or even fuel in vehicles, right? So today, what I want to do is talk about these type of bonuses that are available. I mean, we're even going to talk about one where you get bonuses based on whether you're purchasing Bitcoin with them or not. So a lot of different kind of bonuses and incentives based on cards. And this is a really big deal because, for example, we travel a lot here at Credit Suite. So as a result, we use cards that are really heavy on bonuses or rewards due to travel. Okay. You might be one that has a fleet of vehicles and you want bonus points to give you the best rewards or cash back when it comes to getting fuel. Or again, you may be really big in the crypto space and need some that give you the ability to purchase crypto with them, even get discounts when you do. So a lot of these different bonuses out there today. I want to talk about some of the best and favorite that we found. So we talk about business credit cards with generous points, not requiring a high minimum spend. Then what we found when it comes to points is the Bremer Bank Visa Smart Business Rewards Card. Now, what we liked about this is there's $0 annual fee for the first 12 months, then only $95 for the first year, and every year after only $95 for account owners, and $0 if you're giving multiple cards, for example, for authorized employees. Now, you also get double points per dollar spent in your top 2 spending categories each month. You might make that groceries, you might make it fuel, you might make it office expenses, for example, and you get 1 point monthly per dollar spent on other eligible purchases outside of those 2 categories you choose. Plus, you get 20,000 bonus rewards points after you spend only $500 in the first 90 days. Look, there's several of these cards out there that do this. You get X bonus rewards when you spend Y within a certain period of time. A lot of them are 90 days, and that Y of what you must spend is pretty high. A lot of them, it's $2, $5, $10, $50,000 they want you to spend, and a lot of them aren't giving you that many points. Here, you get 20,000 points for only spending $500. One of the best incentive rewards that we've seen. Now, Joshua says, I'm looking for a business secured credit card and an OPG unsecured credit card. Not a lot available in the secured space. Matter of fact, I haven't found even one that I like. Wells Fargo used to have a great secured business credit card. They did away with it. Ever since then, I've not found one reliable secured credit card for a reason. Secured credit cards just really don't exist in the business space. Instead, what you're doing is using vendor accounts or starter vendor accounts that offer net 15, net 30, net 55, net 90-day type terms. So I would look for, Joshua, at some of those vendors for that, what you're describing. I mean, talk about a no personal guaranteed unsecured credit card, a lot of those options: Visa, MasterCard, American Express. So for example, Sam's Club has a great MasterCard, but in order to get there, you've got to have about 14 accounts on your business credit reports. So get to work building your business credit using these vendors that can offer you the net terms instead of secured. And that will actually work you up to a point where you can get the Visa, MasterCard, even auto financing without the guaranteed credit check that you're actually describing. So with this card, back to Bremer Bank Visa, 15.99 to 20.99, pretty low on the APR scale for these kind of business cards. Bonus rewards points are very generous, which is one of the reasons we like it. Minimum spend only $500 in 90 days should be easy to do. And the annual fee is very reasonable of only $95, but no annual fee for authorized employees is big because a lot of the cards we found will charge you an annual fee for every authorized user you're adding to the credit card. Now, best credit cards with generous points, not requiring a high minimum spend, is Mechanics Bank Smart Visa Rewards Card. This has a $0 intro rate for 12 months, $95 for a year after that for the main owner, and $0 again for authorized employees. With this one, you also get double points per dollar spent in your top 2 spend categories. You also can get $20,000 bonus rewards points if you spend only $500 in 90 days. And the APR is pretty similar to the last one we looked at, 15.99 to 20.99. So very generous bonus for a very incredible low spend, giving you 20,000 bonus points for only spending $500 in the first 90 days. Okay, now best business credit card with the most generous points offers in general, we found is Union Bank Business Preferred Rewards Visa card. And with this one, you get 50K introductory reward points when you spend $5,000 in the first 3 months. That's what we talked about. A lot of these cards want you to spend $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 in the first 90 days. That's why the other ones are our favorite with points when it comes to a low spend, only $500 in 90 days. This one you got to spend more, $5,000 in 90 days, but you're getting 50,000 points, so 2.5 times more points. You get 5 times points per dollar spent to 25,000 annually on selected business expenses, such as like categories like office supplies, utility bills, telecom, etc., and 1 point per dollar spent above that once you spend above the 25 grand for a year. Plus, you get double points for every dollar you spend up to 25 grand annually on gas stations and restaurants, and 1 point per dollar spent above that. So again, it depends on what you're using the cards for. If you're using this one for these kind of purposes, such as fuel and for eating or for meals, then this is a really good one. I think you're going to like it. Because again, 50,000 introductory reward points, as well as getting 5x points on every dollar spent up to 25 grand, some huge bonuses. Plus, you get 0% intro rate for the first 6 months, only 11.99 to 20.99 APR after that, and no annual fee. First 2 cards we looked at had annual fees. This one doesn't. So it's great introductory points officer, and the amount you have to spend really isn't that bad, of only $5,000 plus no annual fees. So definitely some significant bonuses there. Brilliant Davis, hello. Unbound Business Solutions out of Tucson, Arizona's in the house. Thanks for saying hello. If you don't mind, tell me where you're calling in from. I like that. Are these personal guarantee? Yes, these are all personal guarantee based on consumer credit. Now, if you look back at the training the last couple of days this week, where we talk about vendors, starter vendors, we also talk about vendors in general when it comes to retail credit. A lot of those are available without the personal guarantee, but these are based on you not building your business credit first. So all of these actually have the personal guarantee. And Artrice says, hello from Artrice Peoples at Legacy Business Solutions. Thanks for saying hello. If you don't mind, give me a shout out. I always like saying hello if you tell me where you're from. Okay, so the best business credit cards with the most generous points offers is Bank of America's Business Advantage Travel Rewards Credit Card Platinum plus MasterCard. This has no annual fee, 30,000 bonus points when you spend at least $3,000 in new purchases within the first 90 days. You earn 1.5 points per every dollar you spend in general, and you get triple points per every dollar on travel. So really big. If you're going to travel, this is a significant offer that you're getting from them that you typically won't see with other kind of cards. APR is a little higher than what we've talked about, 12.24 to 22.24. But again, pretty cool to get that many bonus points and get 1.5 points for every dollar you spend. Now, the bonus points offer is generous, and the minimum spend is relatively easily to get or easy to do. And if a business requires a lot of traveling, this is probably one of the best cards we found. Okay, business credit cards with cash back offers and a fairly low minimum spend is the Chase Bank Inc. Business Unlimited. So you get $750 bonus cash back if you spend $7,500 in the first 3 months. Think about that. You're getting 10% of what you spend back if you spend that $7,500 in the first 90 days. You have no annual fee. Again, 1.5% cash back, which we really loved. 0% APR for 12 months and 13.5 to 19 and basically 13.25 to 19.25 based on credit worthiness. So pretty low APRs considering what's in the space as well. And you could transfer balance transfers for that exact same rate. So if you have several computers, other expensive equipment to purchase, you could buy it quickly, take advantage of the cash back on this. Makes a lot of sense. I mean, it basically gives you an additional 10% off if you're using this card. So if you have a larger purchase, this is something you definitely want to consider this account for. Now, best business credit cards with cashback offers and fairly low minimum spend. Choice 2 is U.S. Bank Business Cash Rewards Elite MasterCard. This one you earn 3% cash back on eligible gas station, office supply, and cell phone service purchases. All others are 1% cash back beyond that. And purchases of gas greater than $200 will not be deemed to be a purchase of automotive gasoline, and as such will earn a reward point of 1%. So something to consider there too. So that way, if you're using a big rig truck for this, maybe not so much. So get $500 cash back if you spend $3,000 in the first 90 days. Earn a 25% annual bonus based on your prior year's rewards up to $250. Again, to pay no annual fee, 0% rate for 12 months, and 13.9 to 22.99. So right in the normal range of what we're seeing a lot of these rates be. Pamela. I don't know if I always say that right. Pamela Murdoch, Dignity Village. Hello. Thanks for coming in, saying hello. And Deyalanda. Hello. Really appreciate you tuning in today. Okay, so back to this. You hit the bonus limit. You would have to spend over $33,000 in the previous year. However, the initial spend requirement isn't too bad with this card, which we like. And the APR after the intro period is acceptable too. It's pretty much in line with the other cards that we've seen here. Now, if you talk about the best secure credit card, and this was just brought up in the beginning. I said, there's not a lot of them out there, but Wells Fargo is one of the best that we'd ever seen. There's a Wells Fargo secure credit card, which might work for you. This kind of comes and goes. Sometimes they roll it out. Sometimes they pull it back. But it's a Wells Fargo business checking or savings account's got to be open before you can get this. Upon approval, your funds are transferred from the deposit account to the credit line. So you get a $500,000 to $25,000 credit line, and it's based on the amount of funds deposited by you that you put in the account. So it's a secure credit card, as we know. There's no annual fee. There's no foreign transaction fee either. Okay, and you can get up to 10 employee cards with this as well. You're going to pay the prime rate plus 12%, so not the cheapest card. Okay, so prime plus 7.4 APR on cash advances. So again, could be expensive if you're taking cash out on this. Is something to keep in mind. And you can choose between cashback or rewards points with this. No annual rewards program fee. No required spending categories or caps. And you can earn 1.5% cash back on every dollar you spend on net purchases, which is pretty cool for a secured card. And you can receive cash back automatically as a credit to your account, or you're eligible checking or savings every quarter as well. If you do choose the rewards points with this, you earn 1 point for every dollar you spend on net purchases, and you can get 1,000 bonus points when your company spends 1,000 or more in a monthly billing period. Then you can redeem those points for like gifts, merchandise, airline tickets, stuff like that. And you get a 10% points credit when you redeem the points online. So it's easier to redeem the points online. And that's the way a lot of this stuff is. I've seen, for example, you can get points from a credit card, directly keep all the points intact, put them to like a hotel stay, and therefore kind of like double your money. So what I'm saying is that you get better points if you can move money around online. And in this case, as an example that I'm not explaining it properly, is that you get that 10% points credit when you redeem the points online. So just redeeming the points online gets you a 10% credit, which is huge. Okay, Wells Fargo reports your payment and user and behavior to Small Business Financial Exchange. Okay, and it's not reported to the consumer reporting agencies, which is pretty cool as well. And you can upgrade this as well, depending on your FICO card to an actual regular credit card that's not secured. So something to think about there. Credit card with a Bitcoin bonus. Best one we found is BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards Credit Card from Visa. Okay, this is a personal credit card, but the rewards are awesome if you're into crypto. You earn unlimited 1.5% back on Bitcoin on every purchase. No annual fee, no foreign transaction fees. You can earn 2% back in Bitcoin on every purchase over $50,000 of annual spend, and earn 3.5% back in Bitcoin during your first 3 months of card ownership. So pretty cool to get your rewards back in Bitcoin. If you're interested in that, it is a personal card, but I had to bring this up because it's so unique and different. Now, the introductory offer is capped at $100 in Bitcoin, which equals about $5,000 to spend to earn an extra $100 in Bitcoin. And you can earn crypto interest on Bitcoin rewards and get a 2% annual percentage yield bonus in Bitcoin on stable holdings as well, which is paid in Bitcoin up to $200. So trading bonus is about 0.25% back in Bitcoin on eligible trades. You can earn $30 in Bitcoin for every client referral on top of this as well. So this is the best card by far if you're into crypto that we found that I think can work really, really well for you. And these are personal guarantee cards. The non-personal guarantee cards you have to build business credit for. You can get these based on consumer credit quality without that. You will have a guarantee. But again, the best rewards points we found, a lot of these are the ones that require a personal guarantee. And Joshua from Oklahoma, thanks for tuning in. Selena, Travel Specialist 1 LLC from Ohio, came coming in saying hello. Can this be used on purchases on a business vehicle or travel? Yes, you absolutely can. Any of these can be used for that purpose from what we found as well. Now, a soft credit pull happens before accepting the credit card offer. Hard pull offers happens when you accept it. So you don't even have to have a hard inquiry on your credit report to see what you can get approved for, which is pretty cool. Then they put the hard inquiry on, which is after you decide that you want the card. I wish all credit cards worked that way. No information on this when the card will actually be available. It hasn't rolled out yet. But again, this is one up and coming. So if you're looking to do crypto, this is definitely the best card we found. Business credit cards with a bonus and low APR is PNC Bank Cash Rewards Visa Signature Card. $200 bonus if you spend $3,000 in the first 3 billing cycles. 1.5% cash back on purchases with no cash back limits, no annual fee. 0% APR for the first 9 billing cycles. Then 10.99 to 19.99 right in the middle of the cards we talked about today. And with mostly lower interest rates and an easy to meet minimum spend, this card's great if you can or won't spend so much in a short period of time after getting the card. A lot of them make you spend a lot to get to get a lot in bonuses. This one, not so much. So something to consider there. Okay, there's also along the same line with best business cards with a bonus and low APR is the Alpine Bank Visa Platinum Rewards Card. Now with this one, you're not going to pay an annual fee. You get 1 point per every dollar spent. You get bonus points of 5,000 if you spend 3,000 in the first 4 billing cycles. APR for purchases is the prime interest rate of 8.75% to 14.75%. APR is 20% cash advances, pretty common on credit cards. And balance transfers, APR is 10% or 3% of the amount of each transfer, whichever one of those is greater. Good card for both APR and the amount you need to spend for a bonus is fairly low. So one of the reasons we love this one. Now, if you again want another business credit card with a bonus and low APR, then you want to look at Bank of Hope Business Rewards Card. No annual fee, 3% balance transfer with a minimum of $5. Earn 5,000 bonus points after spending 1,000 in the first 3 months. Earn triple on gas. So if you're fueling vehicles, this is a phenomenal card to go with. You're getting double points on travel and dining and earn 1 point per dollar on all other purchases. So as you can see here, if you're in the transportation side, if you're traveling a lot and doing a lot of business meals, this could definitely be one of the better ones for you. 0% introductory APR for 9 months, then only 12.49 or 16.49 or 20.49. One of those 3 options based on credit worthiness. Easy for most entrepreneurs to meet the minimum spend requirements of this card. And you get triple points on gas, which is huge if you're in transportation industry. And if your credit's good enough to get the lowest APR after the intro periods, man, that's crazy. 12.49% APR on a business card is very, very low considering what we found out there with all the cards reviewed. Yolanda says, howdy, I'm from Texas, DMB Home Establishments, LLC, and Smiles Bus Travel. Thanks for tuning in. And our tree says, sometimes they do the hard pull and you don't get the card after tell you that you are approved. What do you do then? Well, after they tell you that you are approved, well, then you got to contact them. Now, it's very, very common to do hard inquiries and not get approved. But if they say you got approved and didn't get the card, you got to call them to figure out what that deal is. That's a pretty rare situation. Almost everybody I've seen that gets approved gets that card as expected. So if not, something's going on. And that can actually, I would get with the card issuer to figure out what the holdup is. So to recap, always look for the biggest bonus you can get with the lowest possible minimum spend, and make sure that it's a bonus you can use, because if points expire before you get a chance to use them, well, then you completely defied the whole purpose of it, right? So we talked about a lot of cards that are better for travel, better for gas, better for meals. Okay, we talked about some that are better for crypto. We talked about secure. We talked about unsecure. We talked about the lowest intro rates for the longest time period as well. We talked about the most amount of bonuses with the least amount of spend. So that gives you a lot of the remnant of the all biggest bonuses that we found out there and the best cards for each one of those different categories. Now, next time, I thought we were going to cover this today, but next week, we're talking about retail credit. We're talking about no personal guarantee, no credit check credit cards, how to get them. We'll talk about those steps, and we'll talk about a lot of them that are available. And of course, if we can help you along the way, give us a call. When you give us a call, you get a free consultation. We'll do a fundability assessment to help you fix things that are working against you from getting your fundability in line. Basically, these are things that make it harder for you to get credit financing. So we're going to help you fix that. We're going to get your business credit reports with the credit reporting agencies and go over those with you at no cost. Give you tips and tactics to build your business credit so you can start getting credit cards without a personal guarantee and credit check. And we'll do a funding qualification on that call too. We'll tell you all the funding you can qualify for right now. Could be loans or credit lines you can get right now you don't even know about. Give us a call for that consultation, 877-600-2487, 877-600-2487. info@creditsuite.com is the email. You can also go to creditsuite.com/consult to schedule that consult. If you got value here, hit the like button, hit the love button, even share this for people that you know. And also make sure you like and subscribe on the channel you're watching on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, so you can be notified when we go live. Don't forget at the top right of our page, creditsuite.com, we have all of our social links. We go live, or we have daily tips on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We have 1-minute tips on our Insta stories. Also, you'll find on TikTok. We have thousands of videos on YouTube. We have a podcast you can listen to on the go to not just get tips on business credit financing, but get tips from all kinds of industry experts on how to build and grow a really successful and profitable business. So all those links are at the top right of our page, creditsuite.com. Make sure you check that out. I'm in the program. Credit Suite's the real deal. I appreciate that. D. Cost, thank you very much. And says, I look forward to moving forward. We're looking forward to working with you too. Andy Cost also says, Quill, Uline, Granger. So I think you're answering somebody else's question here. Oh, let me go back up. Okay. And Johanna says, I've had a bad experience with Bank of America past years for business. I have too. My story runs deep of Bank of America. One day I'll have to tell that story. DeSherry says, Discovery Enterprises, thank you for coming in. Appreciate it as well. And Sista says, which card's easier to get for established businesses? All of these work for established businesses, just depends on which category of bonus points or rewards or bonuses you really want to get will determine which one you'll go with. But all these are really good for established businesses as well. Okay. And Thomas says, thanks for the info. Thanks for tuning in, Thomas. Appreciate you coming in. And don't forget to give us a call for that free consultation where we can get your business credit reports for you at no cost and go through those with you. So make sure you check us out for that. And I look forward to seeing you on our next training where we're talking about getting retail credit for your business without a personal guarantee and credit check.